is artificial intelligence. Sorry about that.
Mhm. Okay, asking me.
But this is like a full because you already told me from the onset that you don't really know much about it. So don't worry about stressing yourself. Just
I've not really done anything.
yeah, no problem, no problem. So the first thing is you go to www.google.gemini.google.com or you Google Gemini Google or
I use just Gemini.
okay, do Gemini brilliant. So whichever one you want.
Yes. Okay.
Then you come here, which is the page that shows you the Gemini page. So just to show you again, you can see my screen here. Can you still see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hello, hello, hello. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I can see your screen.
Okay, so you Google Gemini. So you go to your search bar and you write Google Gemini or Gemini.
Mm.
Then the
Okay.
first one that pops up. Also, if I'm going too fast, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. Then click on Google Gemini.
Okay.
So it brings you to this
I'm actually
page.
using Gemini. I think, can you use the Gemini
It's the
to
same thing.
go in tandem, or I should just go to Google Gemini?
So Gemini is the same thing as Google Gemini. Basically, Google
Okay.
is the one that owns Gemini. It's like
Okay.
Apple having Siri. So Apple's AI system is called Siri. So if you call it Apple Siri or you call it Siri, it still belongs to Apple.
All right.
Okay. So now from the screenshot you sent me, click on not now.
Yeah, I've already done that part.
Alright, please send me a screenshot. Okay, brilliant. So the first thing you do is I'm going to first teach you something called prompt engineering. But before we start, what is artificial intelligence? And I'll be teaching you what artificial intelligence is through prompt engineering.
Okay. Okay.
So prompt engineering is basically two words, prompt and engineering. And prompt just means how you command something or how you talk to it. Then engineering means the structuring of a process or a system. So prompt
Okay.
engineering means the structuring of a system in regards to how you talk to something. Does that make any sense?
All right.
Okay, so what have I just said?
You said prompt engineering is the structuring of. Please repeat it again. Sorry.
Okay, so there are two words here. Yeah, we open at your book here.
Yes, probably that was why I didn't. I'm not good at listening and writing at the same time.
Okay, don't worry, you don't have to like overthink it. It's very easy. So it's just two words: prompt and engineering.
All right.
So prompt is to command something. Now just I'm going to show you how it works now. So I'm inside my Google Gemini and it says ask Gemini 3. So I'm going to write prompt. Prompt. So I've written the word prompt. Then I've
Okay.
clicked on submit. So it is loading and then here it is. It looks like your message was just the word prompt. Did you mean to include a specific request, a question, or a creative task for me to help you with? I'm ready when you are. Just let me know what you'd like me to do. So after inputting the word prompt, it told me this response, which
Okay.
says that it looks like your message was just the word. Please let me know if I'm going to fast for you.
No, just continue.
Okay. So it says it looks like your message was just the word prompt. Did you mean to include a specific request, a question, or a creative task for me to help you with? So basically, because I inputted just one word, it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say because I just
Yeah.
inputted the word. So now compare that to me writing what is a prompt. So now after writing what is a prompt, it's responded with in the context of AI, a prompt is simply the input you provide to get a response. Think of it as a set of instructions, a question, or a starting point that tells me what to do or think about. Do you understand?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So basically, in the context of AI, that is, in the context of artificial intelligence, a prompt
Mm-hmm.
is simply the input you provide to get a response. So it is the input, two words here, input and response. So you input something in and then you get a response. So it's a feedback system whereby you put in something and then you get something out of it.
Okay.
So you input a prompt and then the prompt provides a response. Think of it as a set of instructions, a question, or a starting point that tells me what to do or think about. So it can be a set of instructions, a question, or a starting point that tells me what to do or think about. So, me in this context, that is Google Gemini.
Yeah.
Now, how a prompt works. You can think of a prompt as the bridge between the intent and the AI's output. So, it is the bridge. The meaning of the word bridge. Do you know what a bridge is?
Yes. Something demarcating two things or something that can actually make you pass
Mm-hmm. Not
through through obstacles,
okay, pass through
right?
obstacles. So in this context here, it is the bridge, meaning it is more like a connecting dot.
Okay.
So it connects your intent and the AI's outputs. So you have your own intent and then you have the output of the AI. So the prompt is what connects what is in your mind with what the AI will give you
The
back.
AI one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, the way you frame that bridge can change the quality of what you get back. So we have instructional, that is, now, if you check out these bullet points, you see that we have instructional,
Mm-hmm.
creative, analytical, and iterative. That's one, two, three, four. So instructional, that is a type of prompt which is from the word instructional, which is you giving it an instruction. So it's here it is written as write a summary of this article or create a travel itinerary for London.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you are prompting it with an instruction that says write a summary of this article or create a travel itinerary for London. Then we have a creative prompt which is write a story about a time traveling baker or imagine a conversation between two trees. So this kind of prompt is more of a creative scenario where you're trying to create something more like a storytelling or you're trying to paint a picture that is quite vivid but in an abstract form.
Okay.
Do you understand? You can ask me
I do.
questions. Oh,
If I get to ask you a question, I will.
okay, okay,
I understand.
okay, that's good. Then we have analytical. So analytical is just from the word analyzing. You're trying to analyze something. So here it says, explain the causes of the French Revolution in 3 bullet points, or why is the sky blue? So you're trying to analyze something, you are trying to ponder on a thought that does not make sense to you, or something you're finding difficult to understand. So if you're finding something difficult to understand, you give it an analytical prompt, which is explain the causes of the French Revolution in 3 bullet points, or why the sky, or why is the sky blue?
Mm.
Then we have iterative. You can refine a prompt based on my response. So that means after it has given you a response, then you can now refine it again based on the response. So let's say I've used instructional, creative one,
Mhm.
analytical, and then it has given me a response. Then I will now give it another instruction based on the response. So I'm refining it. Refine means to make it
So
better.
let's excuse me. I think I'm coming in. In this iterative, I think I just want to tell you what I understand to know if I'm actually getting it. Let's say you go for the instructional. You told okay the creative. Let's go to that place. You told to write a short story about time traveling, Baker. And I said that when he gives you the response that he wants after writing the story for you, then you now have to actually ask him to probably how will I put it? After he finished giving you response, he gave you the story. You now told him probably he finished giving you a story and did add names. You now told him, okay, now I want you to add names of people you think. Is that what you actually explaining here?
Yeah,
I mean in the last part.
that's fantastic. That's pretty much it. So after it has given you the story, you're now refining it based on what it has given
Okay.
you. So you're trying to make the response better.
Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
So now an example here is this is a response from it. So the response is that's good, but make it more concise.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, no, this
Just
is the
making him more this.
yeah, this is the no, this is the prompt. So like the response is you tell it, oh, this is an example now. Let's say I write me a story about a boy that ruled the world. Make it a 5 lines. So I want to put good English, but it can also always adjust the English. So I'll put 5 line. Make it a 5 line story. So write me a story about a boy that ruled the world. Make it a 5 line story. So here's the story. Leo found an
Okay.
Leo found an ancient crown in the attic that commanded the stars and seas with a simple command. He ended all hunger and turned swords into plows. Yet the weight of a billion lives soon silenced his childhood laughter. He realized that to truly rule was to serve, not to dictate. So he laid the crown down and went outside to play with his friends. So that is the response from this prompt. If
Okay.
I now want to make it better, now an example of it is include the names of his friends. And now let's say this story is personal to you and
Mm-hmm.
you want to include your friends. And I can say include the names of his friends. So it's personal to you, you want to include your friends, but you don't want to actually use their names. So rather than you just write out their names, you're telling it to just include the names of his friends, but you're not specifying the names of his friends. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. So so now this is the iterative prompt. So the first prompt was a creative prompt, which is to write a short story.
Sorry,
Then,
that's a word I read the word.
sorry?
Yeah, I'm just reading out the first prompt you gave to it.
Okay, yeah, write me a story. Okay, you can read it out. Let me hear you.
Write me a story about a boy that ruled the world.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a five-line story.
Mm-hmm. So now in this creative prompt, because I use AI a
Yeah,
lot here, if I had written write me a story about a boy that ruled the world, it will
would have
probably write
written a
me
lot.
exactly. It will have written me so many stories. The story will be so long. I'll be like, ugh. But then because I'm trying to keep it short, I told you to make it a 5 line story. Then it wrote me
Okay.
the story. That was one, two, three, four, five. Precisely what I want. Then the iterative prompt now is include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. Now, to now even make things more interesting, keep the story as 5 lines and retain the key components of the story. So, include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. That's one. So
Okay.
in these 5 lines,
Mm-hmm.
it will now before I say in these 5 lines, the prompt is include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. So if I use that prompt alone, and I should actually show you the difference. So this is a prompt, include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. That's one prompt.
Okay.
Then,
And keep the story.
okay, so I want to write it down too so that I can show you. So you can also write it down in your own ends. So the first prompt is include the names of his friends and make make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. That's the first prompt. Now the second prompt is so you write the same thing, include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. Then the next thing now be keep the story as 5 lines or 5 line. That's 5 line with hyphen, but that's just English grammar. It's not
Yes.
necessary. So keep the story as 5 lines and retain the key components of the story. So, so I'm going to copy this prompt and show you the difference. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so here is the first one. So here you see that it's no longer 5 lines. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's now 10 lines.
We actually told you to keep the five lines. Okay. Okay.
If you check the prompt, you see that
Okay.
I've removed the keep the 5 line. Are you
Okay.
following me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reiterate what I said. So I said I'm going to use two different types of prompts.
Okay.
So the first prompt is include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy.
Okay.
Then the second prompt will be include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. Keep the story as 5 lines and
Line.
retain
Okay.
the key component of the story.
Okay. Okay. I get it now.
Okay. So this is include the names of his friends and make the story about him falling in love with his worst enemy. So this is now the story. Then I'll now give you the second prompt of keep the story as 5 lines and retain the key component of the story.
Mhm.
So I'm still going to show you something else. So here you see that this as one. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's still
You know the second story is so 10.
so it's still 10, yeah. So now I have to now prompt it again as summarize the story, and I'm going to show you the difference in how prompt engineering actually makes AI give you the desired result faster and at a much more convenient pace. So here I'm going to write summarize the story and keep it as 5 lines and retain the key component. Now before I now send this in, the first one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see that it is summarized.
Yes.
Unlike this next one whereby there is, so let's read the first one. The first one is Leo donned the ancient crown, his rule transforming the world under the watchful eyes of his best friends Sam and Maya. Yet his heart betrayed his mission, finding an unexpected aching rhythm whenever he crossed paths with Elara, his sworn enemy. In the quiet of the palace gardens, he realized that governing nations was simply compared to winning the affection of his greatest rival. As he confessed his feelings, the great weight of the crown suddenly felt like a small price to pay for her hand. Together, they abandoned the throne, choosing the simple
Hmm.
joy of companionship over the hollow silence of global power. Do you think Leo is a very smart person?
No, a smart person. He actually fell in love with his worst enemy. What was he expecting?
Yeah, but that's not even the worst part. I think the worst part is abandoning his mission.
It's because of the worst enemy. So it has always been his enemy. And remember his enemy.
Yeah, because then I think she made him abandon his mission too. But then at the end
Yes.
of the
If
day, if he's
probably,
happy,
he might want to be happy later, though.
what do you
It's
say?
what he wants. It's his choice.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's Leo's choice.
Exactly.
But we will not be like Leo.
It's just like seeing where you will be comfortable and you see people see comfort and decide to abandon comfort.
Yeah,
Abscond with your throne because of
yeah. It's like,
love or whatever.
do you know this guy called? Is it Prince? What is his name? This Prince Charles. Is it Prince Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Then he married this Meghan Markle, and
Yeah,
then
the family didn't like and
yeah, he abandoned his
they had
throne
to
for her.
abandon the throne.
But at the end of the day, after abandoning his throne for her, I think they're saying he's even regretting it now because she's acting up.
You should regret it now. It's normal.
So
Your ancestral throne, something that's been in your lineage for God knows when, abandon it because of one woman like that. You are so love, kind of love with that.
So would you now say that a person should never abandon that throne for a woman? Actually,
You
yes.
cannot abandon your children. It's not Nollywood.
Yeah, but I don't
It's
even
real
think.
life.
I don't even think. No, personally speaking, I feel like the woman will not respect you if you abandon your life's mission for her.
No, you can't. Even me as a woman, I won't even let any man abandon, especially the throne, as in of this the throne of this caliber.
And it's
Not
not even
like
us-
one village throne like that.
it's not even about the throne, yeah. It's like the significance of the power. Let's say it was not even a prince. Let's say it was just a normal person and the person has his own mission. And then
Mm-hmm.
abandoning his mission for a woman, that's also bad.
For a
Because I feel
woman.
like at first,
Because the woman you abandon that mission for my evil will abandon you tomorrow. I feel that you're not a serious human being.
yeah, and it's not even just that. I feel like she might feel like that is not the person she fell in love with. I think love is just a very fickle emotion. That's very scary.
Truly in a mission. Seriously. You really need to do better with this love thing. Most times does not really end up going the way we want it.
I think the
It's
best,
just that
sorry, but I think the best option would have been, no, what would you think the best option should have been?
the best option.
Hmm.
Don't abandon. Don't abandon your throne because of anything love, or abandon your mission because of anything love. Try to, no matter what happened, you try as much as possible to bring whoever it is that is making you abandon that close to what you're doing. Make the person understand. Seriously, if you have a mission, okay, let's just take for instance, um someone actually has a business the person is looking out for. It's a long time goal, let's say 5 years. Along the line, you felt like, this person I'm actually going out with might even be better. Probably this person will lead me to a better place. Let me abandon that particular place. No, you don't need to abandon. You just seriously need to focus on that. If the person doesn't want it, that person should go. The person should go, because if you can derail that way, along the line, this particular person will still take you as an unserious person.
Yeah, that's true. And I personally just feel like the best thing to do is to just elevate the person to the level whereby
To
you
your
guys
level.
can just
That's
dominate
exactly what I'm saying. Try
together
to.
rather than running away around or abandoning your mission.
No, that's exactly most times they tell people to go for their class,
But that's the thing,
no matter how we want to say it.
I feel like the test of your strength as a human being is your ability to find out to actually elevate yourself and the person you love to become like conquerors, whereby you don't have to abandon it. Because here it says Leo wore the crown. His
Mm-hmm.
his rule guided his rule guided
That's
by his
right.
friends Sam and Maya until he fell for Elara, his fiercest enemy. The encounters shifted from battlefields to stolen glances, revealing a longing far deeper than his desire for power. Under the moonlight, Leo confessed his heart to her, choosing vulnerability over the cold steel of his throne. Seeing his true devotion, Lara set aside her blade, and the enemies found common ground in their sudden fragile bond. Together, they abandoned the throne. Why are they abandoning the throne? Together, they abandoned the throne to live as equals, trading global rule for a life defined by their shared future. Matter of fact, we're going to let AI fix this conundrum for us. So the first thing is we're first going to tell it that summarize the story and keep it as a short 5 line and retain the key components. Although I actually realize now that it's still in 5 lines. It's in 5 sentences, but I can't really
It's
call it
actually
five.
five sentences, yes.
Yeah, it's in five
Because this
sentences.
sentence ends here, this ends here, and just like that.
Yeah, there are 5 sentences, but they are not lines. So I want you to keep it in 5 lines. So summarize the story and keep it as a short 5 line.
What if it's actually a 5 lines, but because of your screen, it's not
Mm,
making it the way it is? I don't know if you get what I mean.
yeah, yeah, that makes perfect sense. You have a point. Well, I want it to. So I'm just trying to like show you that you can prompt it and let it do whatever you want and still give you the specific satisfaction that you want, regardless of any form of roadblocks. Because right now, for me, it's a roadblock because in as much as it's 5 sentences, it's not 5 lines, but you have a
Yeah, it's
point
actually five
that's
sentences.
sorry. Please don't tell me the network. Okay, thank God. I thought your network disappeared.
Serious.
Thank God it was not your network. So, anyways, now you have a point where you said that the sentence is probably just a line, which it is a line, but because of my screen. But I want it to still give me the desired, like the first prompt they gave me here. This one was like
Five
perfect.
lines.
5 lines, everything was short, straight to the point. So I want it to give me
Okay.
something like that. So I'm now going to tell it summarize the story and keep it as a short five line story and retain the key components. Now, make the 5 lines actual 5 lines. Also, rather than saying it 5 lines, I'll put it as 5-line because it's probably the lines at the end of the lines that is making it 5 sentences, but the lines should be more than 5. Because trust me,
Okay.
that is also a possibility, and that's where prompt engineering comes in. You have to be very, very precise.
Specific.
Mhm. So here we go. So it has given us what we want. One, two, three, four, five. Leo ruled the world alongside friends Sam and Maya until he fell for his rival, Ilara. Their conflict dissolved into love, proving that his heart was stronger than his ambition. Leo chose to trade his global power for a chance to be with his sworn enemy. Ilara set aside her blades to accept his devotion, ending their bitter ancient war. They walked away from the throne together, finally finding peace in each other's arms. So here we have it. Now to
Yeah,
think,
I'm saying
sorry,
it. Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying
to make things a whole lot even better, I'm not going to prompt it and tell it make the story because this feels like a sad ending. So make the story have a happy ending where Leo ruled the world and still has Ilara by his side. So what type of prompt is this?
make the story have a happy ending where Lo rule the world and still have a Lara. It's Larry. It's
Hmm?
relative.
It's what?
Wait, let me read it again.
Also, you can just scroll up and see what's. Are you prompting the way I'm prompting? Are you prompting after alongside me? I don't think you are. No worry, I'll send you the recording of the video after. But for our next class, please prompt.
Okay. Okay. I'm not even able to scroll. I don't know if it's my network.
You know you can't scroll on my own screen, right?
Hmm?
You can't scroll on my screen.
No,
Like
I
what?
cannot scroll on your screen. On your screen.
Okay, because maybe that's what you're trying to do.
No, I was taking a screenshot of what you're doing.
You don't need to. I'm gonna send you the video, and the video is gonna even probably be on the website. So, well, maybe not.
Okay. No, I never knew you were going to send me the video, so that was why I was taking the screenshot.
Oh, I thought I said it immediately we started that you would get the recording after. All right. So what is it? Okay, since you don't have it with you, I'm gonna give you options. Is it instructional? Is it creative? Is it analytical? Is it iterative? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, since you've already given it the first instruction, it has done the instruction. Now you have to give it another prompt.
Hmm.
Then it's iterative.
Good job. Clap for yourself. I can't hear you clapping.
Thank you. Hmm?
I can't hear you clapping.
You said hello?
Yeah, I said I can't hear you clapping.
Oh, I should really clap.
Yep.
That's funny.
Good job. Good job. Now, this prompt. So make sure you note the prompt. The prompt is make the story have a happy ending where Leo ruled the world and still has Ilara by his side. And of course, I don't want to stress myself because if I send this prompt now, let me show you. If I send this prompt, it might give me another maybe like 10 sentences or it might make it longer. So
Okay.
normally, if I was doing this by myself, I'll write furthermore, keep the story summarized as a 5-line sentence. So if I put this straight up, it's going to give me my desired result. So which one do you want us to go for? Should I first show you the prompt of make the story have a happy ending where Leo ruled the world and still has Ilara by his side? Excuse me. Or should
I
I?
think we should share it. We should share it into two.
Okay,
The first, make the story have a happy ending. Then the second one.
okay. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to delete this. Then send. So
Hmm.
see that it's no longer 5 lines again. It's now one,
Yes,
two,
because
three,
you were
four,
not
five, six,
specific.
seven. Sorry.
Because you were not specific.
So now the story goes as this. Leo ruled the world with his friends Sam and Maya while keeping his heart anchored to Ilara. He transformed his iron grip into a reign of kindness, winning our respect and eventually our love. With the world at peace, he crowned Ilara his queen, uniting their once warring factions forever. The people thrived under their joint leadership, celebrating the union of their former enemies. Leo finally found true fulfillment, holding the globe in one hand and Ilara's hand in the other. Sounds better than both of them abandoning their
Mm-hmm.
mission. Then now we now have this. So I'm just going to prompt the second one for it, which is furthermore. No, so I can't say furthermore because that's a conjunction, I think. So I'm just going
Okay.
to tell it keep the story summarized as a 5 line sentence. So we have it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
You still put the hyphen.
I did put the hyphen, so I guess it was not the lack of hyphen or the presence of S at the back of the lines that made it have more. So now we're just going to write keep. So I'm guessing the major key component was the summarized in it. So keep the story summarized into 5 lines. So I'm going to put lines without saying 5 line. So keep the story summarized into 5 lines without any speed over. Without any speed over, comma. Also keep the major key components of the story. So anytime I say keep the major key component of the story, it means it should not digress from the story because sometimes AI digresses from the story.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to send it in. Now it is giving us one,
Yeah, doesn't
two,
want to
three,
listen.
4, 5, 6. I know, right? So that's 6.
I think is this grace
Yeah,
that
kindness
spilled
and
over?
grace. The grace spilled over.
Yes.
That's poetic. So I'm going to tell it again. Keep it as a summarized 5 line. I want it to all appear in just 5 short lines. Just 5. Keep it summarized into 5 line. So I'm saying 5 line, I have to put an hyphen. Keep it summarized into 5 line. I want it to all appear in just 5 short lines.
Short line.
was going to say without spillover, but let's see how this one goes also. So yeah, we've gotten our desired results. So Leo ruled the world with Sam and Maya, establishing a lasting era of peace. He won the heart of his former enemy, Lara, through his kindness and grace. Recognizing their shared vision, he crowned her queen to govern by his side. Their union united their warring factions, creating a legacy of true harmony. Leo found fulfillment successfully balancing global leadership with his love. There we go. So basically, this is how prompt engineering works, using AI to give you what you need. So in conclusion, we're going to ask it what is prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is the practice of crafting and refining the input provided to an AI model to steer it towards the most accurate, relevant, or creative output. Think of it as learning how to ask the right questions in the right way. Because AI models are trained on vast amounts of data, they can interpret the same instruction in many different ways. Prompt engineering allows you to guide the model's focus, tone, and format to get exactly what you need. Key aspects of prompt engineering. I want you to read the key aspects for me so I know you're following me.
Yes. Okay. So I should read the meaning of
I want you to read the
the key
one, two,
aspects.
yeah.
Okay. We have clarity, providing specific, unambiguous instructions. The context, giving the AI background information on a specific persona to adopt. Constraints, defining boundaries such as word count, format, like tables of list or lists, or let me zoom this thing a little. I'm seeing it very well. Or lists, or tone. Few short prompting, giving the AI examples of the type of output you want before asking it to perform the actual task. You still have to write these things down. Illustrative, um, okay, I'm sorry, illustrative, illustrative refinement, testing a prompt, observing the results, and tweaking the language to improve future response.
Okay, that's good. So the conclusion, read the concluding part for us.
All right, these words are very tiny. I'm trying to zoom and scroll. Okay, essentially, it is the bridge between human intent and machine execution, turning a vague request into a precise command. Okay. Okay, just a bridge between what you have in mind or what you want and the machine giving you that thing you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, turning whatever it is that you request to a very precise, a very specific command.
So yeah, that's pretty much what prompt engineering is about.
You said,
Then I said that's pretty much what prompt engineering is all about.
all right,
Then in our next session, I'm going to show you how to prompt images.
okay.
Now, I'm going to create like a full course on prompt engineering. If you're interested, you can check that out. But this is just like an intro to prompt engineering so that you can learn how to use prompt engineering for the comics and the images you'll be creating.
Okay.
Hmm. Well, it was nice having you on this session.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hope you
You're
enjoyed
really a
it.
good teacher.
Thank you very much. I am
You should
flattered.
you should consider going into full-time lecturing. Seriously.
Mm, I'm
You're
flattered.
a very good teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, hope you
So
also enjoyed.
when are we going to have another class? Because okay, tomorrow. Okay, let's make it Thursday because tomorrow I won't be back on time. Will Thursday be all right for
Oh,
you?
that's fine.
Okay, okay. Thursday evening then.
I said hope you also
Then
enjoyed the class.
I'll practice this once you just taught me this evening. If I run into any problem, I'll let you know.
I'm going to give you an assignment.
Okay, okay, okay.
But I hope you enjoyed the class.
No, now that I want to give me assignments, I can't hear you again.
I said, did you enjoy the class?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you with your pen?
Yes, am I writing part?
Okay. So here's my assignment. So for the quick question, how many types of prompts do we have?
How many types of
Prompts do we have?
we have five types of prompts.
Mm-mm.
Hmm?
No. Try
Probably you
again.
should just refresh my memory.
Check your screen. I already scrolled up to it. Can you hear me?
Okay, we have four.
And what are they?
Ins- Instructional, creative, analytical, and iterative. Let me write them down.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I'll send you the recording of the video. But you can also take notes
Okay.
too. That's fine. Taking notes is not bad.
All right.
So the first question is write a short article on how to make money through prompt engineering.
Okay.
Through AI prompt engineering. Let's be specific.
Write a short article on how to make money.
Through AI prompt engineering.
Okay.
Then make it a 5-line article. Also, I would send you the questions on WhatsApp. But you can still write it down, but I'm still going to send it to you.
Okay.
Then the second one is write a story on a king who conquered the world but lost his most beloved. Hmm, no, write a story. Write a story about a queen So write a story about a queen who conquered the world but lost a part of her soul. So write a story about a queen who conquered the world but lost a part of her soul.
My call was entering my phone, so actually cut off my network.
No problem. So I said write a story about a queen who conquered the world but lost a part of her soul. Also, I will still send it to you as a picture, so you don't have to stress about it. Make it 5 sentences. So you can see that there's a
Please, the
difference.
second one, my network was cut off when the call entered my phone. So he
Okay,
said, write a story.
about a queen who conquered the world but lost a part of her
Okay,
soul.
okay, a queen, not a king.
Yeah, a queen
Okay,
who conquered the
but
world,
lost.
a part of her soul. Make it 5 sentences. So the first one is 5 line article, hyphen line, 5 line article. The second one is 5 sentences. Excuse
Okay,
me. Now the third one is explain the cause of the fall of the Roman Empire. and how
okay,
and how it could have been avoided.
okay,
In 5 bullet points. So what I'm expecting is a bullet point will have the cause of the fall of the Roman Empire and also how it could have been avoided. So you're not giving me 5 different bullet points. You're giving me just 5 bullet points that would tell me the cause of the fall and how it could have been avoided.
okay,
Then number 4. So number
okay,
4, I'll make life easy for you. So number 4, show me the so like when you're submitting the assignment, show me or highlight the iterative prompts you used to get your desired results or that you used to get I'm going to say desired article, but we have article, we have story, and we have the one of bullet points. So yeah, just show me or highlight the iterative prompts you used to get your desired results.
okay.
So at every part, you show me the iterative prompt you used. Then
Every
question
part for
5.
the three assignments you gave.
Yeah, so for the first 3 questions, actually, that's very good. Thank you. So So the question is for the first three questions, comma, highlight the iterative prompt you used to get your desired results.
Okay.
So for the first three questions, highlight the iterative prompt you used to get your desired results. Now, question five. I've already given the answer for question four. So question five, label them and tell me what type of prompts.
I should level what?
Label them and tell me what type of prompts you used.
Okay.
So an example is question four. That's an iterative prompt. Then question three, what type of prompt? Question two, what type of prompt? Question one, what type of prompt?
Okay.
Now, question six, using the prompt below, submit the desired results gotten. So this is just for me to like just see how good you are, but you're not even stressing because actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it as an IQ test. So question six. Question six. Prompt me an image of a car
I
run
should.
prompt me an image of a car running on a road.
I didn't get that question.
Question six. Prompt me an image of a car running on a road. It's very, very simple. So
But
it's
I've not done anything image. You've not done anything image.
just the way I've taught you prompt engineering and all the way you are able
Yeah, I
to
should just
answer.
use it like that.
Yeah, just use it like that. It's very easy.
Okay. All right.
All right, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you very much.
So see you by Thursday 6:30 p.m.
On Thursday. All right. All right. So that's that.
Okay. All right. Have a lovely night. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was fun.